Hi, it's Andrew here from Underground Training, and if you want to talk to somebody that knows how the mining industry works, the phone number's at the end of the video. In today's job hunt and mining information video, we're going to look at where the jobs are around the country, and we're also going to talk about why it's important to understand and know what price your commodity that you're digging out of the ground is doing. So we're going to have a look at the lithium and the nickel price to start with. First off, and unfortunately that has plummeted 80% since 2020, and the nickel price has halved since 2023. So what does that mean for people with jobs on mine sites? It means that a lot of people that were working on lithium mines and nickel mines that have been put into care and maintenance have either lost their jobs or they've been redeployed into other areas. All the people that were working on the hard rock underground lithium and nickel mines around the country, they all pretty much got redeployed straight away into the copper and gold mines that are looking for people around the country, whereas the people that were associated with the shutdown work, utility, bus driving, those types of roles, unfortunately those people in those roles have had a lot more trouble securing work this time around. With the lithium and nickel price, the collapse, it's causing an oversupply of workers in those areas. How can you tell that there's an oversupply of people in these areas? It's just the price that they're prepared to pay for wages. If the wages are going down, it means there's an oversupply of people. If the wages are going up, it means that they need people. So at the moment in lithium and nickel, there's an oversupply and the wages are going down. It's the same with coal. This is a graph of the coal price. It's at $94 a tonne US at the moment. But if we come back, you'll see that a few years ago, it was $400 a tonne US. So 3 years ago, it was $400 a tonne US. It's opened up a lot of mines. These mines would have forward sold their coal, so they would have had a bit of a buffer here. But this is going to be a real issue. The longer that this remains flat, the more coal mines that are going to be iffy. And unfortunately, it only takes 3 or 4 coal mines to shut down because they can't get the price that they want for it. And then you end up with 500 to 1,000 experienced people on the market. And then once you get those experienced people on the market, you don't need the entry-level people anymore. And that's what's going on with coal mining at the moment. They've got an oversupply of people. It's the same with utility and bus driving and shutdown work and civil construction. Because of what's going on in lithium and nickel and the downturn in coal, it just is what it is. There's an oversupply of people. With the iron ore price is still really good, but unfortunately the iron ore companies have really embraced automation, and it means that, if you use BHP as an example, in 2018 they had 6,500 people on their iron ore sites. Apparently now in 2025 they've got it down to under 1,000 people. So they've lost a lot of people off their sites because they've gone driverless. So that just means less jobs. So if you want to go into the area that they really need people at the moment, it's your gold and copper side of things. So gold's over $5,000 an ounce Australian, and copper's over $15,000 a tonne Australian as well. And these are the two areas of the industry that's really driving the industry at the moment. It's where all the jobs are. If I load up all the mines around the country, this is all the gold and copper mines around the country that are looking for people at the moment, and you can see that there's a lot of mines around the country that are looking for people. Now, you can go to Seek and have a look on Seek for these jobs, or you can have a look at the mining jobs to apply for page on our website. It's just in the courses column about halfway down. We load up all the jobs we think you should be applying for once you've done the training. But if you want to have a look for yourself, you can come over to Seek and type underground in, and you can see all the jobs come up. And the reason that you know that they're desperate for people is because they're looking for entry-level people. And if you read the job ads, everybody wants experienced. But when you read down into the job ad, when they're asking for the requirements, it's always experienced is preferred in a lot of these job ads. And whenever you read experienced is preferred, it always means that they're looking for new starters. And so, unfortunately, with all these truck driving jobs, none of the employers will want to hire new starters for any of these truck driving jobs, but most of them will have to, because there's just nobody there that wants to do the truck driving job. Because if you've got 12 months truck driving experience, you don't want to be a truck driver anymore. You want to be service crew or pace crew, because it pays so much more than what the truck pays. So if we jump over and we have a look at the shutdown side of things with mining, you'll see there's significantly less jobs coming up than there normally is. Normally it's about double that. And the other thing that you'll notice is that a lot of the job ads don't actually have prices on it. Some of them do, but a lot of them don't, especially the trade assistant job ads don't. But the ones that do, the trade assistant price is very low, unfortunately. So you're looking at, this is trade and project and trade roles, and you're only looking at $60 to $70 an hour for a trade person on a shutdown job at the moment. Whereas, sort of 5 to 8 years ago when it was really booming, all that sort of stuff, you'd be looking at over $100 for a tradie, and you'd be looking over $70 an hour for a TA. Now a lot of the TA jobs are around that $40 to $45 an hour because they've got an oversupply of people. If we have a look at the utility jobs, so if you type utility FIFO into Seek, you'll see the jobs come up, and then you'll see that a lot of them are offering between that $70,000 to $90,000 a year, depending on what roster you're doing. And at that price, it's barely above the minimum wage, and you can just see that they've got an oversupply of utility workers at the moment. 12 months ago, the prices were starting to go up for utility workers. They were needing people, so it was going up. So there you go. There's an even time roster. It's only $70,000 a year. It was going up, and then the nickel and the lithium price crashed, and they had to put a whole heap of mines into care and maintenance. That means an oversupply of utility workers, which means that they've got lots of choice, which means the wages go down. It's a simple sort of thing that happens in mining, unfortunately. If they've got an oversupply of people, you can see the wages go down. If they've got an undersupply, the wages go up. If you want your best shot at getting into the mining industry, then learning how it all works is the easiest way to get a job. You can use the DIY Intro to Underground Training package. It's got all the mining information that the employers want you to know to go and get one of these hard rock underground jobs, and there's lots of these jobs all over the country. Pace crew, all over the country, there's jobs everywhere. Or if you want some help, we've got a Workready package where you can get a shift boss like myself to help prep you, so it becomes our job to make sure you've understood all the mining information. We do a mock interview with you. We just come up with a plan of where and how you can get in. But there's lots of jobs all over the country. It's just a matter of giving the employers what they want. But before you go and relocate to one of these hot spots that are around the country, you just really need to make sure that mining's going to be for you or not. And the easiest way to work out if mining's going to be for you or not is to educate yourself. The training teaches you the good stuff and the bad stuff about the industry. That's what the employers like. It gives you a really good understanding of what you're getting yourself into. So I hope you found that information helpful. I know this has been a bit of a shorter video today than normal, but yeah, if you've got any questions about the industry, please send them through. If you want to check out the training, you can check it out at undergroundtraining.com.au, or if you want to talk to somebody that knows how the industry works, the phone number's at the end of the video.